Hulksters. These wrestle freaks are ready to rumble. The question is, are you? Each wrestler looks like his real-life counterpart thanks to some very cool digitized movements. The ring and audience scrolling is smooth, if not overly spectacular. Accompanying theme songs such as the Hulksters' I Am a Real American are hot, but the in-game grunt sounds, well, they're not. Here's how you play. You select your battle from a choice of regular one-on-one matches, a tag team face-off, or a full-blown 4-on-4 tag team main event called the Survivor Series. Now, since there's no championship system or tournament built into this game, it's one match and out every time you play. Now, the moves included are pretty strong. There's an awesome assortment of kicks, punches, grabs, holds, and other moves essential to any pro wrestling card's success. The good news is that the SNES version includes some cool new attack moves. The game provides moves that'll work while you're running, others that work while you're standing still, and a couple that'll actually work while your opponent is lying flat on his back. The bad news is that every wrestler has the very same moves, so you lose out on some of the specialties associated with each of the unique personalities, like Jake the Snake's devastating kick. Now, WWF Super WrestleMania lets you take on the computer or go head-to-head against another player as you take on the identity of the WWF's greatest personalities. Oh, get him! Oh, body slam! So, that's all. Hey, go out for a long run. It's J.D. Montana. Oh, hi. Anyone who's a sports car enthusiast has play as San Francisco. Enter ZAB 555.
Buffalo lines up for the kickoff.
Here comes the kick.
Push it up.
Great hang time.
Takes it.
Go, go, go. Oh, bone cruncher. If Philadelphia, my hometown, works for you, enter UX3 HPO T555 HIE. Redskin fan. Here we go. You can enter 120 T. You'll have them when you switch on your Genesis. Here they are again.
Onside kick.
For San Francisco, enter ZAB T555 HII. To play as the awesome Philadelphia Eagles, enter UX3 T555 HIA. And for Detroit, punch in HPO T555 HIE. Finally, to play as Washington...
Straight up the middle. He's his.
Hey there, how about a tip for Mega Man 2 for the Nintendo Game Boy? Now, we've always said that Mega Man is one of the video game series around. So we went to work and unearthed a seriously hot password for this handheld version. Check it out, you're gonna love it. If you want to begin the game with all the weapons the game has to offer, all you gotta do is type in this password. A1, A3, A4, B3, C1, C4, D1, D2, and D4. That is it. Now that ought to definitely help you bag old Doc Wiley. What has it? Okay, here it comes one more time. The password is A1, A3, A4, B3, C1, C... For moonwalk.
The Blockbuster Video Top 10 NES video game rentals for this month are...
Gun turret aboard the Starship Geosword. The Federation of Planets is under siege by enemy forces originating from the mechanized planet known only as Red Eye, and it's up to you to bring this mechanical planet to its knees. This game will have you flying through endless waves of enemy fighters, jumping through hyperspace, and passing through asteroid fields on your way to invading Red Eye. And let me tell you, it is awesome. Once you make it to your destination, you move swiftly through the inner chasms of the planet, avoiding enemy ground fire and hostile ships in order to set your sights on the Octopus Power Reactor, which is, of course, the only vulnerable spot. Now, while the story may seem awfully familiar, there is nothing today, because as you take apart the Citadel, you learn that the real culprit is none other than the infamous Dr. Wily. Boy, is he looking uglier than ever. If you survive the Citadel, you still have to refight all the bosses and robots in the game, so here's how you do it, gamers. To wipe out Toadman, use Buster. Oh yeah, and to take the sunshine out of Bright Man's day, flush him away with the rain flush. Freeze him, and then blast him with the flash stopper. Now, we don't want to give away everything in this game, so let's just say that if you can make it past Ringman, Dustman, Skullman, Diveman, and Drillman, you'll wind up having to take on the Mad Doc himself in his Skull Machine. Check it out. Stand directly under the Skull Machine's mouth. Go ahead, go for it, and use Pharaoh shots on an angle. When the machine's top blows off, and Wily takes the controls, shell him with drill bombs by tapping the B button twice. But it's not over yet. Wily will escape and fly away to prepare for the final flight. There he goes. Now energize yourself for the big battle by beating the worms outside Wily's chamber. Once you enter Doc Wily's dark chamber, an electric bolt will form, and the Doctor will flash onto the screen. Charge up your Pharaoh shot and fight fire with fire. Beat him, and Megaland will be safe once again, thanks to Mega Man. About it. Here's a trick that will let you begin at... Now, there's a tip that takes two hands, and, well, I've got two hands. Let's check it out one more time. First, be sure to plug a controller into port 2 before you turn on the machine. Next, turn on the machine and watch for the Sega logo to appear. Now, use controller 2 and hold up, left, and button A at the same time as you press start. Now, select one or two players. When the game starts, you'll see a display that says level 1. Press left or right to change the entry level of your choice. Sounds good, doesn't it? Go get a Michael. Woo! Stop wiggling.
To journey to the center of the Earth on level 5, enter your password as 1024.
Try entering the Star Road in World 4 by clearing the secret goal of the Cheese Bridge and then swimming through Soda Lake. Nice swim. While you may have already seen the regular Star Road, did you know that there are actually 2 Star Roads in the game? Check it out. Go to Star World 5 with a cape and fly to the right as far as possible. Perfect. You'll land on yellow exclamation blocks. Keep moving. Grab the key and depart through the keyhole. A path to the special Star Road will be revealed. In the special Star Road, there are 8 stages of Mario Mania, which are some of the toughest sections in the game. Beat them all, and you'll play in Super Mario Quest with a different colored map and weirdo enemy turtles that wear Mario masks. Let's run that down one more time. To get to the later levels, enter the Star Road in World 4 by clearing the secret goal of Cheese Bridge and swimming through Soda Lake. Now, go to Star World 5 and fly to the right until you land on the yellow exclamation blocks. Perfect. Keep going and grab the key. Go out through the keyhole and follow the special Star Road. Beat all 8 stages here to enter a second Super Mario World quest. Good luck. You'll need it. When it comes to classic space-age shoot-'em-up games, one of my all-time favorites is Low G-Man Fireballs and Bombs. That ought to get your flight off to the right start.
Enter and know these challenge to a money-making game. Just select one of the movies. If you lose, press start in controller 1, followed by up controller A or controller 2. Choose retry and you'll be transported back in time before you lost any money. When you win, use those same button presses.
Rocket skates or the inner tube to go all the way to the lower left portion of the map. This will bring you to an island. Now, in the center of this island is a hole. Drop right down the hole, and you will zap to level 0, where you'll find a lemonade stand and a hot tub filled with leaves. Very nice. Now, walk over to the lemonade stand, stay away from the hula babes, and push up on your controller. The man at the stand will give you a glass of lemonade. Drink it down, and you get 1 free life. Now that you have an extra life, you can either fall or just jump off the island into space and reappear on the highest level you've reached so far in the game. A cool tip for some cool bussin' dudes. Let's check it out one more time. Here's one for the latest installment in the popular Mega Man series, Mega Man 4 for the Nintendo.
And I'm Chad.
Now, if you and the Mega Dude are spraining your brains, trying to locate the various adapter items, not a problem. Just watch this. To find the balloon adapter, you must enter Pharaoh Man's world. Now, near the beginning of this level, you'll come to a huge gap. There it is. Use the Rush Dog coil device to spring over the gap. Come on, you can do it. Perfect. Now, walk off the screen and keep moving right until you find the adapter. Remember, the balloon adapter is useful as a floating platform, which can come in real handy when it comes to grabbing power-up items. Let's see it again. First, enter Pharaoh Man's world. Okay, cool. Jump over the large gap near the beginning of this level using the Rush Dog coil device. Now, walk off the screen and keep moving right until you find it. Now, there's another hidden adapter that comes in handy when it comes to the boss robot levels, and that's the wire adapter. Here's how to get your hands on it. First, get into Dive Man's world. Once you're there, fall down the hole in the second rising and falling tide section. Cool, but be sure to avoid the spikes as you fall. You're doing good. Now, when you land, you'll find the wire adapter waiting for the taking. Now, you can use that wire adapter under the ceiling, giving you a whole lot more playing power. Here it is again. First, get into Dive Man's world. Now, fall down the hole in the second rising and falling tide section, but be careful not to touch one of the spikes as you fall. When you land, grab the wire adapter and you are all set. it is. Grab it. For Cleopatra, choose a major credit card. To beat Confucius, you need fortune cookie. For King Arthur, it's the Holy Grail. To get Christopher Columbus, use the map. Now for Paul, get the megaphone. Jesse James will require a bag of money, and for Al Capone, nothing less than a gun, of course. For Julius Caesar, you'll need the salad dressing. Now, we didn't give them all to you, since there are 24 areas of play between Buster and his babe, Babs. To help him make his way through the trek, he can choose one of 3 other tunes to help out. There's My Buddy Plucky Duck, not to mention Dizzy Devil, and he's looking good. My personal favorite is right there, it's Furball. Now each of these 3 have a different, not to mention Dizzy Devil, and he's looking good. My personal favorite is right there, it's Furball. Now each of these 3 have a different talent to contribute. Plucky can fly, Furball climbs vertical surfaces, and Dizzy launches into some mean wall-busting Tasmanian twirls. But keep this in mind. You only gain the power to call upon these friends by capturing power spheres, which are strategically located throughout the game. Now, as Buster makes his way, he'll encounter some familiar obstacles, which I can only describe as being straight out from a Super Mario game. There are floating platforms, sand pits, and last but not least, even shell-shooting crab creatures. Now, while we would expect the younger gamers to be attracted to this card due to its cartoon... A lemming is defined as an adorable, yet incredibly stupid furry rodent lost in a maze of confusion. Lemmings are known to walk off cliffs, wander aimlessly into dangerous passageways, and drown by the thousands in small pools of water. So, what you say, does this have to do with a video game? A great deal, as you will now take your turn at saving these hapless creatures. Their card has 30 different screens and 4 difficulty levels. In each level, your task is to figure out how to get as many lemmings as possible from point A to point B. Most levels scan several screens, and the terrain for each screen is different and fraught with the disaster for the rampaging rodents. Each level begins when a trapdoor opens, and lemmings drop out to begin their march. This is where you come in. Since the lemmings are fond of blindly marching to their doom, you are granted some special powers to help you help lemmings. For example, you can turn a lemming into a blocker who will keep his buddies from walking into bubbling lava, or you can create a digging lemming who carves a tunnel for his friends. Not a bad guy. As you reach higher levels and alter the difficulty settings, the obstacles become more difficult and more complicated. While this game works nicely for one player, we recommend playing the 2-player version of the game, which has 20 Castlevania Crusaders. If you're looking for more snap for Simon's whip, we've got some tips for the Super Nintendo title, Super Castlevania, that'll put some power into Belmont's Dracula's Bash. Watch this. First, get into level 3, screen 1, which is the cavern. Now, near the end of the level, there are some odd-looking boulders. Strike the boulders with your whip, and a hidden room will appear. Go on in and load up with weapon power-ups with the candles. Now, make your way to level 9, screen 2. Let yourself get sucked into the wind tunnel opening, and you'll be magically transported to a special bonus room full of goodies and treasures. Now, if you face Dracula in the SNES version of this hot series, you know how valuable these tips will be. You want to see them again? Okay, let's see them again. Go ahead. For extra candles and weapon power-ups, get into level 3, screen 1. Make your way through the level until you're nearly at the where you'll encounter some strange boulders. Crack them with your whip, and a secret room will emerge. Go on in and load up, baby. Now, to land in a special bonus room full of Major League treasure, get into level 9, screen 2. All you have to do is let the wind tunnel suck you in, and you'll uncover the secret room. Here's one for you bonko maniacs out there looking to get a little practice going in Bonk's Revenge for the TurboGrafx 16. If you want to practice all the bonus rounds in Bonk's Revenge, all you have to do is go to the Mode Select menu and then press button 2 and run at the same time. That is it. Take your choice of playing in any of the bonus rounds of the game. You know, because I could use the practice in round 8 where you have to face those nasty piranhas. You know that one. Let's run that by you one more time. First, go to the difficulty select menu. Now, hit button 2 and run at the same time, and you'll be able to practice every bonus round in the game. Next, killer tips for Devil's Crush, El Viento, and much more when GamePro returns after these messages.
10 NES video game results for this month are...
Nothing like an old-fashioned game of pinball, right? Well, Devil's Crush for the TurboGrafx 16 may not be the old-fashioned kind, but it's some incredibly tricky pinball action. So get your bumpers greased up. We've got some serious password action to keep you behind those flippers for as long as you can stand to be there. If you'd like to start out with 145 million points and 70 balls, enter THEDEVILSI. My kind of pinball. If 27 balls and 594 million points is more to your liking, enter ONECRUSHME. One crush me. Check it out. 594 million points. Cool. Now, if you just want to skip the whole thing and get to the good stuff and see what the end of the game looks like, you're going to need 999 million points, and you'll need to enter THECRUSHEL. The Crushel. There it is, the end of the game. Beautiful. Now that is some serious point tallying. Now you might not have gotten all those down, so we'll run by them one more time for you. For 145 million points and 70 balls, enter THEDEVILSI. If you like 594 million points and 27 balls, try typing in ONECRUSHME. Finally, if you want to skip right to the end of the game with a total of over 999 million points, enter THECRUSHEL, the Crushel. If you're into the high-tech and high-end, here's what you do. First, pause the game. Now press up, left, right, down, and then B. This will skip you a stage. To skip to the next stage, simply repeat the same sequence. You can do this throughout the entire game. Let's run that down one more time. For stage skipping, first pause the game. Now press up, left, right, down, and B. Hey, that's all there is to it. For further skipping, keep repeating the process. And good luck. more mighty tips for Turrican when GamePro returns.
Push to exit. Then push down on your pad and press A, B, B, A, B, A, A, B, A, A, B, A, and A. Then you can pick your starting level and have infinite lives some more.
De tristeza. Pero con ustedes valió la pena la espera. Sé que ha sido...
Use your credits up to a total of 9. Press select again, and you'll be treated to a happening sound test. Once again, just get into the title screen and then press right 3 times and hit select. The word credit will appear underneath the words Blaster Scramble 2. You can now increase your credits up to a total of 9. Hit select one more time and check out the sound test on me. Beat the Dragon Lord. You must have acquired the most powerful weapon in the game. It's called Edric's Sword. To find it, go down to the 4th floor of the Dragon Lord's castle, then up to the 1st, then back down to the 2nd, then up to the 3rd, and look around until you find Edric's Sword. Now it'll be in the chest. When you eventually meet up with the Vile Lord, start hacking away. He should be yours after some time. Now what we're trying to do is locate Edric's Sword. It's the only weapon that will kill the Dragon Lord. So first, go down to the 4th floor of the Dragon Lord's castle. Next, go up to the 1st, down to the 2nd, then go up to the 3rd. Now, start searching until you find Edric's Sword. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 3 takes place over 8 levels of action, which will remind you of the last NES adventure. 90% of the gameplay is horizontally scrolling with an occasional vertical jog. You can play alone, but with only 3 continues available to you, we recommend you play with a bud because some turtle teamwork is going to come in very handy. The mission is to get the turtles back to New York from Florida, and from the moment you leave the beach, Shredder's homeboys are going to be right in your face. They're Foot Soldiers, Mousers, Rocksteady, Bebop, Slash, Ground Chuck, Dirtbag, Leatherhead, and last, but never the least, the ultimate bad guy, Krang. Now in this action-packed adventure, you'll find that when the going gets tough, the turtles get tougher. Seems the boys have perfected a few new moves to keep the bad guys on their toes. Now, while you can still use their patented fly ninja kick, now you can even use it more efficiently than in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Try out this devastating move as you hover slightly off the ground. Cowabunga! The turtles also do a jab and toss combo that not only puts a serious hurt on an attacking foot soldier, but will also take out any bad guy that happens to be in the way when the foot goes down. Now, while the game improves on the old turtle tricks, the biggest and best addition to the turtles' talents has got to be the Turbo Turtle move. Each turtle has its own special attack that can activate by hitting the A and B buttons simultaneously along with a direction. Okay, the game you play for the ultimate prize has arrived. What is it? Smash TV for the Super Nintendo. And the ultimate prize? Your life. Now, if you've been hanging out in your favorite neighborhood arcade, you probably put a few coins in the arcade version of this popular video TV game show. And just like at the arcade, the game show host with the most is back to start you on your way as you risk it all in the pursuit of the thrill of total carnage. You start with 5 lives and the regular rapid-fire pistols, but you can pick up some handy artillery on the way. There's grenade launchers, photon guns, speed enhancers, and the ever-popular mobile force field. Not to mention a few extra lives to be found if you're on top of things. And I gotta tell you that you are really gonna need it all. You'll be going up against gangbangers like the Club Creeps, Satellite Orbs, Cyborg Tanks, and everybody's favorite explosive personality, Mr. Shrapnel. You must blast through 4 levels of smashing gameplay to make it out alive. And nobody gets out of Smash TV alive until they take on the ultimate challenge, the show host with the most. Now, if you win, you don't only come out with your life, you'll retire from the ultra-violent game show with all the toasters, cars, VCRs, not to mention all the cold, hard cash your fist can grab up. But hey, you gotta move quick, or the prizes might just slip right through your fingers. Now I have to tell you that the... If you've been playing ball for the Genesis, then you've probably chosen one particular favorite team among the 8 choices the game provides. All right? I know I have. Well, check this out, because there are 4 more teams that you may not have known about. Whoa! All right, here's how you select one of the 4 hidden teams. At the original team display, press B, B, C, B, B, and C. Then press down on the directional pad and choose one of the 4 hidden teams listed on the original 8. There's Mexico, Germany, Canada, or France. Let's run that again. Get into the original team display and press BB, CB, BC. Then press down on the directional pad and you have it. If you got the Super Nintendo, you've been spending a lot of time with Super Mario World, the best adventure yet, starring our 2 favorite plumber brothers from Brooklyn. Some of you may have even made it to the end, like me. Well, here's a trick that'll give new life to this popular game even after you conquer your final castle. If you like to go back and replay a favorite fortress or castle which you've already shut down, try this. Stand on the wiped out castle of your choice and press the L and R buttons on top of the controller simultaneously. You're back inside with a perfect opportunity to set some all-time new scoring records. One more time. Simply stand on top of the castle or fortress you wish to bring back to life. Press the L and R on the controller in time. You're in, so now pile on the points. Stay tuned. 007-373-5963. You'll zip straight to the championship bout where you'll face Iron Mike Tyson himself. Boy, he looks ugly. In the first minute and third of the fight, Mike throws an awesome lightning punches from every angle. Check it out. Whoa! What an uppercut. If he hits you once, it is all over. So you gotta dodge these babies carefully. Watch for him to flash, then dodge to the left, and then quickly tap right on the controller. If you do this right, you'll jump back super fast and be able to counterpunch 2 times. Boom, boom, just like that. Continue this strategy through the first round, and you'll start to wear Tyson down. Now, we're in the second round. You'll be able to counterpunch twice, each time Tyson throws a short hook. Now, when he uses that lightning punch, avoid it to stay in round 1. When you counter punch, you can get between 6 to 8 shots in there. At the 1 minute and 30-second mark in the second round, Tyson's going to begin to blink his eyes radically. Punch him hard, you'll earn a star, and maybe even a knockdown like that one. Continue this strategy of counter punching, and you should score a TKO in the second or third round. If you can't finish him off, you'll at least win a decision if you have 5,000 points or more. Oh, and down he goes. Beautiful. Oh yeah, okay, I'm in the right place. Been playing Maniac Mansion on the Nintendo for a long time now. Had enough. I mean, you wish you could just blow the whole place out of the universe? Well, Here's one way to do it. Once inside the mansion, go through the steel security door. Then go to the 5th strip of wallpaper and look for the keypad. Select Use Keypad. A number screen will now appear. All right, now, you'll hear some weird sounds for about a minute, and then the entire mansion will go nuclear. Awesome! Try this when you're having a bad day. It sure makes you feel better. Let's see that. Enter the mansion and go through the steel security door. You'll see that the wallpaper is in strips. Go to the 5th strip and find a keypad. Select Use Keypad and sit back while everything on the screen self-destructs. I love it. Good night, Irene. You have felt the Contra heat in 2 Nintendo titles already, but now you can get shrapnelized in the Game Boy version entitled Operation C. Here's a trick to face the fire in the stage of your choice. First, bring up the title screen. Now press up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, BA, and start. You'll see the stage number appear at the bottom of the screen. Select your desired stage, press start, and hit the ground fighting. Shoot 'em up. I know you love that one, so let's see it again. First, bring up the title screen. Now, press up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, BA, and start. When you see the stage number appear at the bottom of the screen, select the stage you want and let the fire fly. Don't go away. Or on GamePro.
Do it many times and eventually a double and finally a triple shot multiplier will appear.
Hold down A, B, and select, and then choose Leonardo. When the screen says Stage 1, press A, B, and right on your control pad until the screen comes on. Heinous Neo Z, keep firing your shurikens into the gaps on either wall. Now this will jam the chains for 3 seconds. You know if you did it right, because if you jam the chains, you'll hear this sound of creaking wood. Now, if you want to keep Naoko alive, you got to jam the chains every 3 seconds without fail, or Naoko is no moro. Good one, dude. You got the GamePro T-shirt, and it's in the mail. Whew. I'm chilling in my SWAT hood with a monster tip on James Pond for the Genesis game system. Check this out. Run this trick if you want to do when you're playing in the first level, head over to the lobster cages and open them all up as the exit. Next, open the exit and then return all the way to the left. Now, just before you get to the end, press down. And whammo, you've warped to level 6. That's all there is to it but to do it. There you go, 924 million points and 73 balls. Nice. One more look at that password.
And Thorax Dancer. That's a major babe in the Toad world. And she turns out to actually be the evil Dark Queen. And while Rash and Pimple are taken prisoner and hustled away to the planet Armageddon in the Gargantua machine, Zitz manages to escape by the skin of his warts, and he gets aboard the burn space back to Armageddon to rescue his stewing Toad buds. And that's gonna be one tough gig to pull off, brah. Now, while this card grants you 3 lives and 3 continues, this turns out to just be a spit in the toad pond because the 12 levels of the planet Armageddon can take a lot of life out of a toad. And dude, 1 minute you're running and jumping to avoid death blows from land creatures like the enraged Psycho Pig, or a shark-toothed Cruncher, or the totally disgusting Robomanus Mutant. Then the next thing you know, you're swinging from ropes or riding on a jet ski, dodging logs, rats on rafts, and giant whirlpools.
And how did the eggheads race? You've seen these two each other before. You have never seen them do it quite so well. The idea is pretty much the same old Batman-Joker storyline, with the Bat Dude dedicated to the destruction of the Clown Prince of Crime. By this time, the gamekeepers have laid in a whole new Bat combat system, which improves upon Batman 1's bare-knuckled fighting. The Cape Crusader has awesome pistols, a batarang, and a whole lot of other firepower to use in order to knock the Joker off his cathedral perch.
Where does he get those wonderful toys?
Hey, we know where he gets them. From the game dudes at Sunsoft, and they are awesome. A giant bat leap forward in the Batman series of video cards. Seems the dudes at Sunsoft are using some new special custom computer chip they're putting in the game, and trust me, it works. How'd we rate it? I'm gonna tell you.
So put it on cue, because we'll return.
Now, you know how I love to revisit the classics from time to time here in SWAT World. So how about a trip down memory lane with the always popular Super Mario for the NES? Take a look at the classic flagpole trick. Watch. You can control the number of firework explosions you get at the end of a level. With the flagpole, watch your timer. If the right-hand digit is a 6 when you jump for the pole, you'll get 6 firework explosions. First, bring up the title screen. Now, press button B 33 times. That's right, I'm not kidding. 33 times. Then, hit the start button. You can now raise your continues up to 9 and check out all the sounds as well.
Much seen the movie and the ongoing Gradius video game saga. There's something truly radical that's happening here, and I am not joshing you. You've never seen this before, so check it out. For the first time, you can customize the game to suit your own strategies. You're stoked! Stoked! You can assign the buttons on your joypad so that you can choose which button controls firing, which one powers up. And even more awesome is the edit mode, which lets you specifically design the max weapon system by choosing from a selection of lasers and a variety of shields. Totally and completely excellent. Once you put together a dream team of weapons and shields, you've got about 10 levels of action with...
But if you keep your thumb down on the button a little longer, check out the devastating energy spheres that obliterate just about everything on the screen. Very nice. The dudes at IRAM who make this game told us it took 4 programmers, 5 artists, 3 music programmers, and an editor 9 months to create Super R-Type. Wow, it really shows, let me tell you. This card has some of the best game graphics ever. Oh, yeah, I gotta warn you. If you give up easy... Angle ledge and go underground. The first passageway to the left has a false wall that Mickey can pass through. At the end of the passageway, there's a bunch of bonus squiggles. In level 3-1, there's an identical secret passageway just underground. Do the same as you did in level 1-1, and you'll find another false wall, and trust me.